Hey, what's up? What's up? Joe in Vegas back with another review. Not a concert. I'm not doing a concert. I'm doing something else. Believe it or not, there's a lot going on in Vegas outside of concerts. I don't see a lot of it because I go to a lot of concerts, but every now and then I do stumble off and do some other stuff. Some of it I leave reviews, some of it I don't. This one I felt was interesting, and a lot of people probably don't know what it is and what it's about, so I thought I would do a very quick review on what it was. Friend of mine came into town on Thursday, this past Thursday. He had an extra VIP preview ticket, wristband for this Transfix. Well, I had not heard of it. It's a installation that's set up in the Resorts World. I think it's here through September. It's basically Burning Man brought to Las Vegas to appreciate the rest of the year. We've all seen the videos. We've all seen pictures of Burning Man. All the art installations is incredible. They're incredible. And for the longest time, it's always been something that was, you kind of had to be there to see it, or you have to see pictures on the internet. And these incredible art installations sit in storage all year. So someone had a great idea to take it out of storage and put it on display for the rest of the year for everybody to enjoy up front and personal. So he said the official opening was Friday night, and Thursday night they were having like a VIP preview for press and influencers and all that shit. So I went with him. I thought it'd be neat to see what it's all about. I'll get into it at the end, but my opinion when I walked out of that is very different than my opinion what happened the next day. But basically, it's a couple things to know about it. It's really hard to describe. So I took some video. You'll see the videos now as I'm talking. This is off-the-wall, incredible, larger-than-life art. Deals with fire, deals with lighting. They have outdoor like statues and art installations. And then the stuff inside the storage units are more light and things like that, so you have to be in darkness. All of it's very, very cool. The whole thing is outside in Resort World. You got to go outside, which I wasn't expecting, which, again, is going to be very interesting come the summer in Vegas. I don't know if it's going to be that enjoyable to be outside for a few hours in the summer. We'll have to see. I was blown away by the thing, and you have to believe. I learned a lot. Going to the VIP, they had they were showing you their full strength of this show. They had celebrities there. They had press there. They had real burners, not actors dressed like burners, that came because these are their friends. These are the artists, so they brought their own people, dressed like Burning Man with the mohawks and the crazy outfits and the steampunk and all that shit. Everything was in full throttle. The DJs were full blast. It was awesome. I felt like I was another planet. I felt to some degree I was at Burning Man, and it was fucking awesome. Keep in mind, it was free for me. I was told that night that tickets are only $25. So when I walked out of there, and I'll describe a little bit more, I said, wow, this is an incredible deal for $25. But turns out that's not the case. But to describe, you basically go outside. And this is one of the critiques I had. It's a little all over the place. I think if anybody's listening to this that's involved in the show, I think you need better navigation. You don't want to miss anything. There should be a very clear path on where you should go. This way, and this way. As long as you follow that pathway, you will basically see everything. There was always this fear that we were missing stuff because we weren't really sure where we were. It's a really big area. There's shit everywhere. Also, there's storage containers laid out. The lightings and the fire, and there's so much going on. The signage they had for the storage containers was really dark. They weren't even lit up. So you don't know where the entrances are, if what's going on inside the storage container. So I think they can do a better job kind of navigating. But the idea is that you roam. You can go as fast and as slow as you want. They have everything you can imagine. Big metal hands that are controlled by some Trenton Reznor-looking motherfucker in a chair who's picking up barrels and squishing them like Donkey Kong. And they have beautiful light installations. There's one where you go and there's beanbags all over the floor, and you lie down on the floor and you look up at the ceiling, and there's a huge fan going, and there's lasers and a light show coming off the fan, which is really cool. Keep in mind, once you're lying on the ground and drinking, it's pretty hard to get up. I'm going to put a couple on blast. I saw there's a couple. We filmed them. They were literally dry humping in this public area. I'm all for a party, but there was fucking kids there, man. There's a kid 2 feet away from them. I'll post a video because I wasn't going to do it, but I want to put these assholes on blast. Have a little class. There's fucking kids there. I'm all for a party. You're fucking adults. Come on, man. So I'm going to put you on this video, and I hope someone sees you and recognizes you. And I might even put it as a separate video, let it go viral a little bit, because you don't do that shit in front of kids, man, Anyway, there's not that much to do in Vegas for kids. So if you're at what you think is a friendly place to bring your kids to, and there's two idiots on the ground dry humping like they're teenagers, fuck you guys. So I'm putting this up there. So that night, because it was all influencers, everybody was like beautiful and good looking and exotic, and it made the whole thing awesome. And we walked out of there, I'm like, this is great. I'm going to bring friends back here. $25 a ticket. This is perfect. So that was it. I was going to do the review. I didn't get a chance to do it. I went to Resorts World the next night to go to a concert. I was with someone. I said, hey, let me show you this thing. We don't have to go in, but let me just take you outside, kind of give you the vibe. And I went outside. This is the next night. This is the official opening night, Friday night, and it was dead. There was nobody there. There were no beautiful people. There were no Burning Man dressed up people. I saw families wearing Disneyland sweatshirts. It didn't feel authentic. It felt touristy. And I was talking to a lady who worked there, and I said, oh, it's only $25. I'm surprised there's not more people. She goes, no, it's $70 for adults. So that changed it a little bit. It's a lot of money for that. It's really cool. It's something to see. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I don't know if I would recommend it, because I saw two very different stories the first night and the second night I went back. I'd have to drop in a third. I don't want to give, from my experience, I was going to give this thing like a 9 out of 10. I thought it was incredible. But given the higher price and given how different and how dead it looked the next night, just from the outside, it brought it way down in my score. I couldn't give it a score. So I don't really know. I'm going to give this review kind of more informative. My experience there, if anybody gets on a good night with a lot of people there, maybe you can match that energy. I don't know if they'll ever be able to match it unless it gets really popular. So it's hard to tell even how to. So I'm just going to do this review just so you understand what it is. You can see some visuals, and you decide on your own. And you leave in the comments if you go and tell me what you think. It's cool. There's nothing like it. I've never seen anything like that. So, if you're one or two people, it's going to cost you $150. It's tough. I don't know. You have to make your own decision. I'm not even going to score this. I'm just giving a review of what I thought and my thing. Check out the videos. If it's something you think that interests you, go check it out. Let me know what you think. That's pretty much it. Normally I score this. I'm not going to score this. Thanks for listening. Check it out. If you go see it, let me know what you think. Let me know if it's worth the money. If you think it's worth the money. See you at the next show. Bye-bye.